I didn't raise my voice when my son spoke those words. I didn't even twitch. I just tightened his seatbelt, turned on the engine, and pulled away from the airport, away from our house, away from the life I naively assumed was still ours. Most people hear fear as noise. For me, it becomes quiet. The moment his voice broke, "Mom, he wants us gone," something inside me locked into position. Not shock, not fear. Recognition. This was the moment I had been bracing for. I wasn't always the woman I am now. There was a time I convinced myself my husband simply loved too strongly, worked too endlessly, dreamed too big. I met him in a crowded seminar room, confident, driven, a man who spoke in blueprints and futures. He looked at me like I was the one stable truth in his unpredictable world. And I let myself believe it. Betrayal always starts with trust. It's impossible to be wounded by someone you never let close. Months before the airport, something in him shifted. Not dramatically, subtly. Late-night calls. Hidden screens. Trips that stretched longer each time. A strange softness in his tone when he spoke to me, the voice of someone who'd mentally walked away but hadn't said the words yet. The first real fracture showed itself when I found a second phone in his car. A single message glowed on the screen. "Once they're out of the picture, everything we planned will move forward. You'll get your freedom and the money. Not we. They. My son and me. Most women would break." I strategized. I didn't confront him. That would have been emotional, chaotic, predictable. Instead, I went back to being the perfect wife, quiet, cooperative, easy to ignore. While he pretended to shape a future, I built a counterplan. I copied the contents of the hidden phone. Shifted assets quietly into my name. Found the woman, an accountant from his office, who believed she knew him. She didn't. She was a pawn. She just didn't realize whose. My silence protected me more effectively than any accusation ever could. That morning, he kissed my forehead. He never did that. It felt like a goodbye, an act to soothe his conscience. Then he walked onto his flight wearing a smile that felt like a sentence. But my son's words changed the script. We drove straight to the safe house I had set up weeks earlier. I didn't call anyone, not even my sister. Trust was a currency I no longer spent. Through my phone, I watched the cameras I had installed around our home. At 4:32 p.m., a man in a black hoodie tried the back door, not my husband, someone hired by him. That was the moment fear left me completely. Step 1. Forward every message, voice memo, and document from his secret phone to my lawyer. Automatic timestamps. Untouched. Indisputable. Step 2. Alert the bank to fraudulent activity connected to the other woman's name. Freeze all joint accounts. Shut down the assets he assumed were his. Step 3. Send her one text from his secret phone. "We need to talk tonight." Same place. She went. He didn't. The police did. Step 4. Schedule a home meeting with him through his own assistant, who had quietly been helping me for months. His people were loyal to one thing, his money. And he no longer had access to it. He burst into the safe house 2 days later, panting, frantic. He had tracked the car. I allowed it. "Where is my son?" he snapped. "Our son," I answered, calm, firm, frightening even to myself. He lunged, but stopped cold when he saw the red light blinking on the shelf, a recording camera. And behind it stood my lawyer, 2 officers, and a restraining order with his name bold across the top. I watched his world collapse in real time. "You set me up," he breathed. "No," I replied. "You wrote the plan. I just finished it." The officers stepped in. He didn't fight back. Men like him break quietly. As they pulled him toward the door, he finally asked the question burning behind his eyes since he walked in. "Who replaced me? Who's protecting you?" I leaned close, letting my words barely graze his ear. "You did, by showing me exactly who you are." He recoiled like I'd struck him. Good. The court stripped him of everything because I made sure every breadcrumb pointed straight to his intent. His mistress confessed. His accounts revealed the truth. His messages condemned him. Only then did he learn who took his place. Me. The woman he underestimated. I didn't rebuild my life, I reclaimed it. And that night, when I tucked my son into bed, he slept without fear. Because the threat was gone. Because I ended it. Because sometimes the quietest revenge is simply living louder than the person who tried to erase you. And I'm nowhere near done speaking.